When is the last time you played TCM? You know you've been thinking about this question. Is it a good time for you to come back to TCM or even buy the game? You heard about the content pass, you heard about the blood moon.
Hey man, I hit him!
I ain't afraid of you.
New cosmetics, and the big one, Rush Week. Let me be honest about the state of TCM. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has pretty much been at a standstill, trying to figure out what the community want and trying to keep the game balanced at the same time. What a task. After the back-to-back patches seemed to dissatisfy the community, TCM dropped Rush Week, which got a lot of people's attention right off the bat. With the new upcoming 1v6 game mode featuring Johnny and Gum putting a promise on it's a new way to play TCM, it puts Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game back to the front of mind with the community. Even though Rush Week is the focus for everybody, Gum will also be adding new victim, a new family member, a new map, and some other things. But this will roll out over time, and if you purchase the content pass, you will get all of this for $19.99 with a value of $45. Yes, it is a great deal, but the game still needs incentives to play. People are witnessing bugs that was fixed early on in the release stage, and now they back. And the max level you can get is still at 99, with no raising the levels yet in sight. The reason to play TCM is fading, even with the new items on deck. Then you got the exit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Game Pass. Lobbies seem to be becoming a problem, but listen to this. The wait time in lobbies is not as bad as you think. Lobby times on the victim side is way longer than waiting to play the family. So depending on the person you listen to on YouTube or which side you play in the game, lobby wait times could be bad, which make disconnections even worse once you enter a map. Since the addition of disconnection penalties and the 3-minute wait time you get for leaving a lobby that's active, people now enter the match and quit the map right away. As a family member, it ruins the experience, especially if you happen to be waiting a long time to get into a map. This hurts the experience on the victim side as well if a victim quit, because one victim down, one less person the family member have to go chase down, which put more focus on the victim that's alive. With the content pass, we will be getting a new family member and a new victim like I said. The new family member is still not known from my knowledge, but I have heard Sheriff Hoyt, aka Charlie Hewitt, and Chop Top as some of the candidates. Keep in mind that Sheriff Hoyt was in the reboot in 2003 from what I've read, and Chop Top was in TCM 2. Again, unless Gunn got the rights to those movies, neither one of those two characters may be the new family member. On the other hand, we have a good idea who the victim could be coming to TCM, and that is Virginia's son, Jesse. She found his car in the back of the family house, even though Maria was in the basement when she went down there, which leave us guessing what happened to Jesse. Having a new map and new characters are awesome, but don't forget the change that Gunn announced. But before we get into that, remember to hit one of those engagement buttons to rate the content and to subscribe for more TCM news and updates. So, let me show you this. Gunn is going to be doing major changes to the game on a monthly cadence, apart from the hot fixes that comes up from things breaking in the game. Gunn is hoping for more time to prepare additions to the game, which I understand, but the additions to the game could take longer than what the community is wanting, and unless the content pass is top notch, more gamers could move on from playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is not a good thing for people who are just now buying the game or wanting to give it another try. Then, Gunn have to be on the lookout for games that they are competing against. The most recent game, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, was just released with high expectations, but that game kind of fell short when it comes to keeping gamers entertained. Steam numbers for Killer Clowns from Outer Space is way low. Then you have Dead by Daylight, which is a staple in the asymmetrical horror game community. On the horizon, you have Forest Hills last year, and you have Carnival Hunt. With all those options in the asymmetrical horror game niche, Gunn needs to make sure TCM is prepared to bring top-notch DLC. So, is it a good time to hop into Chainsaw Massacre the game? From my experience, if you are looking to dive into the game and have fun, then you may be waiting to join if you're trying to play a victim and prepare to be trolled and left in a lobby on a map by yourself as a family member because your teammates disconnected. The game is not offering any wow factors at the moment besides what's to come. And with the questionable recent patches, the content pad doesn't look too appealing. It's a good time to hop in as a new player and learn the game if you are interested in Rush Week and preparing for that to bring more gamers back to the game. If the levels increase to 199, then I believe more people will start to play the game anyway, because the grind factor will be apparent. Everybody wants to max out their levels. The game do stay on sale. It was just on sale for 75% off. Even though it's back at its original price now, the game gonna sell quite often. Other than that, paying top price for the game could be a reach. If the new DLC from Content Pass is a success, then we could see a rejuvenated Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. So, answer this. Are you going to give TCM a shot or a second chance? Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.